This is something called the law of perspective. And the law of perspective is when things appear to be intersecting, the further they get away from you. And it happens all the time. Like during this whole down this hallway here, you can see these two in two sides of the wall connecting, but you also see the ground and the ceiling connecting, which is interesting because you need to pay attention to that, because what it doesn't really intersect at the end. It just appears that way because the way our eyes function, they function just like a pyramid. Okay, and that's why there's an eye at the top of the pyramid, the eye of Osiris, because the eye, the further it gets away from you, the more it becomes like a pinpoint. Okay, so we can see here the ground and the sky touch, but then not in reality. That's just how it appears to us. All right, so just like the ceiling here, or let's see, the ceiling here, the ceiling and the ground come closer the further it moves away from you. Okay, all right, now this is a map of the flat earth. Okay, and the ancients always said that the earth was a disk. Okay, the ancient Egyptians, in early Egyptian and Mesopotamia thought the world was portrayed as a flat disk floating in the ocean. Okay, and you go all the way down to ancient India and in ancient China, blah, 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 blah. And they all said that the earth was flat. Now, suddenly in 2015, we think that the earth is a ball because of the moon landings in 1979, 72. Okay, not 1969, but 1972 was the first photo of Earth. All right, so now let's get straight to it. Now, here we have, let's zoom out a little bit. Now, this is a diagram I made, and I kind of made it, I didn't get the chance to really go in the way I wanted to, but this will work. Okay, so we're going to take a look here. Now, these are railroad tracks, and like I said earlier about the railroad tracks, or anything, they don't actually intersect. They just appear to. Okay, so these appear to become closer to each other, but in reality they don't, because when you swing around sideways, you can see that they're even. It's on an even. They're both exactly even. You see that? Okay, but when you come to one side down here, okay, all right, it appears that these two sides here, if you can see, let me get my pointer. It appears, let me get my, let me draw a line here so you guys can see. It appears right here, these two are actually smaller. And then when I draw a line here, it appears that it's longer. But when you move to the side, they're equal. Okay, so, I mean, of course, that's a bad way to draw it, but you guys get the point. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Now, let's get rid of these two. Let's get rid of this here, just not to cause any confusion. Now, when we look at these trees, okay, now, this guy's standing right here. He's about to go on Ruby Tuesdays, right? And, you know, he's right here, and he's standing next to the trees. This tree here, tree number 1, we'll call this one. We'll call this one tree number 2, and we'll call the one furthest away from us tree number 3. Tree number 1 appears, let me say that again, appears to be taller and higher than tree number 2. And tree number 2 appears to be taller and higher than tree number 3. But they're the same tree at the same height on the same plane. All right? So because the tree number 3 is further than tree number 1, it gives the illusion that tree number 3 is actually going down, but it's not going down anywhere because the entire landscape is flat. Okay, and if we swing around to tree number 3, right, and then let's move over here, let's get a better view. Now let's go into tree number 3. Now tree number 1 appears to be smaller than tree number 3 and appears to be further down than both trees, simply because it's further away. It's not going down. So everyone who's been asking me about the sun setting, Okay, I want to deal with that. The sun doesn't actually go down. It doesn't go down anywhere. It just goes further away from you. So let's deal with that. All right. Now here's sun number 1. All right. And here's sun number 2. Okay. All right. So now sun number 1, sun number 2. I drew a line between them to show you that they're on an equal plane. Okay, they're equal. Okay, and they're parallel to each other. But when you go down, let's find our friendly dude over here. Oh, that's a picture of me. Had to do a little cameo appearance. Anyway, we're down here, right? Let's get the dude. Where is he at? All right, now, laggy ass piece of shit. All right, now, all right, this will work. Now, we're right here. Sun number 1 appears to be higher than sun number 2, but they're not. The line is actually parallel. It's leveled. So sun number 1, sun number 2 appears to be going down, but it's not going down. It's just going further away from you. So the sun doesn't set. It goes beyond where the ground and the sky meet from your line of perspective. Okay. So when you're looking at this, let's go right here. Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? There goes my buddy. All right. Now, sun number 1 appears to him, if he's standing here, from his perspective, sun number 1 would look like it's higher. It would look like it's coming up. It's not coming up. It's just closer. And sun number 2 would appear to be going down, but it's not going down. It's just going further away. Okay, this is the law of perspective we just looked at. Okay, so this is also on a flat earth, right? Okay, and this right here, they're in Brazil. Okay, and if you look at this little tower I made over here, all right, let's zoom in. Okay, all right, now you're standing next to this building here. This building appears to be higher than this tower from your perspective, but it's actually not. The tower is actually higher than the building, but it's from where you're standing. So everyone thinks that the sun is going down. The sun isn't going down anywhere. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go over to sun number 2. Okay, and we're by sun number 2. We're going to go down. We're going to be standing in the ocean. Okay, we're on a boat. Okay, now let's do this here. All right, now sun number 2 appears to be higher than sun number 1. It appears the sun number 1 is setting, but it's not. It's just further away from you. So depending on where you're standing will depend on how the sun looks, whether it's going down or not. Okay, so neither one of them, they're both on the same plane. Okay, so the sun never sets. For everybody who's asking me about the sun setting, it's impossible for the sun set on a flat earth. It's not. It's actually an illusion, and I wouldn't even call it an illusion because it's pretty obvious. It's just we've been indoctrinated to think we live on a ball. Now this is the moon. The moon is slightly higher than the sun, if you can see that. Okay, the sun, how much time I have left? Okay, the sun is actually a little bit lower than the moon. The sun is about 3,000 miles up, 32 miles in diameter. Okay, and this obviously is a blown up map of the flat earth. This is the North Pole, which is directly at the center. And the so-called South Pole, which would be this ice wall, which is 150 feet tall. And we went over in the last video the Antarctica Treaty, where nobody can really go there and find out what the hell's going on. Okay, so, and you can see Australia over here. So this is the earth that you live on. Some say it's a geothermal pocket. Some say the earth is infinite, that it goes on forever and ever. Like, I really don't know. Maybe in the next video I'll try to cover that topic. Right now I kind of just want to deal with the sun. Okay, the sun setting on a flat earth. So That's it. I mean, the whole everything here is leveled. The sun is leveled with sun number one, sun number two. So the sun doesn't go down. It just appears that it does.